Live from Nasdaq's MarketSite, I'm your host, Christina Ayanian. And joining me today is CEO of Brillio, Raj Mamodia. Raj, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, congratulations on entering your 10th year. That's incredible, a huge milestone. You've grown tremendously over these past 10 years from your client roster, your capabilities. When you look back on your founding story, what is that secret sauce? What attributes to your success?
I'll tell you all about that. So I think as I think about last 10 years, of course, we're very happy with the way the growth has happened, right? Our expansion into multiple different countries, the headcount growth, and so on and so forth. So quite ecstatic about that, right? But when you sort of think about the secret sauce, I must tell you that I'm not focused on growth at all, right? And what that means
That's
is
surprising.
right. What that means is that Brillio has, I would say, the four different things that I think I call that a secret sauce of the company, right? And the first and foremost is bold mission, right? It's almost saying we have an insurgent mission, and of course, we want to grow, but the focus is not growth. Focus is that we want to be extremely relevant partners with our customers, right? And when you think about that, you almost always put your customers, in the center. And then you think about, well, how am I going to be most relevant to them, right? That wiring of the company, I think, has sort of really helped us, become very relevant to our customers. That is one. Second, I think, is the frontline obsession, right? People talk about it, we do it every day, right? The company is wired from HR practices, me downwards, right, etc. Everybody every day is thinking about, well, do I have the most empowered team doing the most important work for our customers, right? And if you are not, how can you sort of get there, right? We'll start with the customer very small, and then we earn trust every single day, do a great job, on delivery, right? And then you sort of keep moving up, right? I think that's the second thing that I will say, that we do really, really well. The third thing I think is, that has worked, really well for us is the discipline and focus. So we are focused on 4 industry groups. We are serving them from 4 different geographies worldwide, right? And we are focused on the 4 superpowers of technology, right? That matters to our customer. So again, going back to the point that if you are focused on growth, that you do everything to everyone, and we are doing literally the most important thing that our customers need right now. And that discipline, I think, has really helped us. So this is the secret sauce of the company, right? So it's counterintuitive when I say I'm not focused on growth, because the mission is very bold, and we want to be bigger, better partner, to our customers, and that has propelled us like this, the way it has.
Absolutely. You're a very customer-centric company, but
Correct.
You're also focused on driving digital innovation.
Correct.
When you look back on your founding back in 2014, what was that mission, that purpose behind finding the company?
Yeah. So look, what inspired me, when I was thinking about Brillio, right? Brillio's name was not even there, right? So when I was thinking about that, right? So first and foremost was the potential of the 4 superpowers of technology. I felt like cloud, mobile, AI, and IoT, they will tremendously shift, how companies operate worldwide, right? Across all sectors. When you think about that, and then you say, okay, well, all the legacy partners, they have $50 billion in revenue, we have 300, 400, 500,000 people. They are mired by their own legacy, right? They can't move fast, so their value that they deliver to the customers that we chase is very, very low as compared to what it can be, right? So you look at that and say, well, the gap is sort of really high. And then the third thing is the pace of innovation. As you know, as we started, thinking about digital, whatever the technology was that we used for 30 years, I think you really needed to have 10x of speed to drive digital. Most large companies actually struggle with that, right? So we thought that was it's a pace, that we could shift and change meaningfully. And the last thing that I would say, right, is when you sort of think about the future with AI coming in, I think that is actually going to further accelerate, right? So that inspired me, frankly, and I felt like if you really want to think about the future, I think there is a big white space, right, where you can change the value, raise the bar, right, change the pace of innovation that the customers actually need, right, and of course, you actually can be the challenger in this environment. We have only won, right? Because we are a challenger. Now, we talked about that we are a customer-focused company. The fact is, last year, our NPS was 72. It is industry leading as measured by independent agency, right? How do we get that? It is the, it is a insurgent mission. It is the, insane amount of focus on customer centricity, right, etc. And that's what I'm most proud of, right? If you ask me, one thing that I'm really, really proud of is our entire team globally is connected by that mission, right? And we have achieved that. So that's, has been, big inspiration for me.
I can see your passion, and it's very great to see. Going off of a point you made earlier, it's a rapidly evolving environment, and it sounds like customers really and businesses really need a partner like Brillio to help them navigate through this rapidly changing environment.
Right. Yeah. So look, I think the environment, if we sort of think about, over last decade, has been shifting very rapidly, right? So when that happens, how do you stay current? How do you stay relevant, right? To your customers. And I'll say that, 2 or 3 things that we do, right? First, accept that this rapid innovation cycle that we are in is here to stay, right? If you think about 12 months ago, everybody was talking about metaverse, right? Today, everybody's talking about ChatGPT and Gen AI, right, etc. So what do you do with that? How do you make sense of it, right? So what happens is, if you look at all the legacy services companies, right, technology services companies, I don't want to name them, right, but if you think about them, they all announce, well, we're going to invest $3 billion, to take care of AI, and we don't have that problem, right? We were born in digital era. We are completely wired for this, right? So for us, innovation is in the bloodstream, right?
Absolutely.
So when you sort of think about this, we are very focused on incorporating. We actually work with the technology builders to think about new issues as they happen. That is one. Second, our capital investment model as well as the people model is such that we have dedicated focus on faster evolution, right? So we are, many of our people are actually incented, to move forward, really, really fast. So when something like AI happens, for example, right, you'll see people talking about, well, over the next few years, we'll train our staff and this and that. What we are saying is, this year, every project, every proposal, every project, every proposal, AI enabled. Very easy for us to do, right? Because we're already wired for that. So our evolution actually is inbuilt, right? Innovation is inbuilt. We have CTOs for each industry and each technology.
You're evolving with your clients.
Absolutely, right? So I think, and we are actually shaping their evolution, frankly speaking, right? So yeah, it's been phenomenal, from an evolution perspective.
Going off of that point, technology is now not only evolving the business, but it is a part of the business. It is the business.
Right.
Tell me about your business model.
So I think when you sort of think about us as a company, and again, you'll be surprised, right? We are not about technology, right? Maybe that'll surprise you, right?
It does.
Right? Because the mission of the company is not technology. It is using technology to help our customers compete better, make these technological innovations and disruptions into an advantage for our customers.
To empower.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So now when you think like that, what you start doing is you start really focusing on, well, sure, metaverse is great, but is it going to do stuff that, my customer sort of really needs to win in the marketplace, for their customers and so on and so forth, right? So I think when we sort of look at that, you will see many examples, right? It could be a bank that actually is thinking about, well, product mindset, re-engage with the customers and stuff like that, right? That's our business. Our business is not technology. I think that thinking actually has helped, be more relevant to our customers. So technology has become a core component, for our customers, and we are masters, in what matters now, right? We focus on that. But again, I want to reiterate that I don't want to be about technology. Brillio is not about technology, right? Of course, we are extremely capable in everything that matters, but we point that to turning that into an advantage for our customers.
But you do have a comprehensive technology portfolio, and you're growing across all industries. Help us understand what that differentiating factor is with your clients. How do you specifically help your clients?
So I think 2 or 3 things, right? When you think about this. So first of all, like I said, not about technology, right? About the outcome. So the way we do this is, we're going to walk into, a customer. Let's say it's a technology company that actually needs to rethink how they target their customers, right? Etc. And we'll think about, improving your retention by 10%, improving the throughput of your marketing spend by 5%, right? Etc. And we will tie some of our fees to their success, right? So if you think about it, many of our competitors are 85% of the burden, for their revenues they put on their customers, right? Meaning, well, you just, charge me for consulting fee, right, etc. Brillio has over 55% of our revenues tied to outcomes, right? That
Strong
means
focus on customer success. It all comes down to that.
right? And that, along with the fact that I can reinvent myself at a pace that is unimaginable for all of my competitors. So like AI has come in, we are going to all of our customers and saying, hey, look, if I have X amount of revenue, with you, and if I can reduce that, to 0.8x, right, absolutely happy to do it. I think our model is that we are not trying to hold on to the legacy, and sort of, live a life that actually is, protecting yourself. I think it's all about customers and, doing things for them. I think so. That's how we do it.
Going off of that point, when we look at the macroeconomic environment right now, how do you propel your customers to come out stronger in this current day and age?
Yeah, that's a great question, right? So look, I think there are multiple things happening today that become secular pressure, on our customers' businesses, right? One is, of course, the macroeconomic situation, is not very, enticing. It's not exciting, right, etc. But you can't help with that, higher interest environment and stuff. So they have to obviously fine tune their business model. So the best thing that you can do, first and foremost, is partner better. We invest much more than our competitors, in just a frontline team that is focused on partnering better with our customers, right? That is first thing that you do. The second thing is that you got to make sense of all the disruptions that are taking place for them. So let's say, AI is happening, with us, right? So like I said, I can wait and say it, right, etc. But our customers need to reduce the cost, and they need to focus on using technology that is new to help them win with their customers. So what are we doing? We're saying, look, in a customer situation, I can reduce your legacy spend using digital AI, right, by 30, 40, 50%. There are examples where we're taking the cost out by 50%, right? And then use the savings to transform what you need to, right? So I think the idea is that we really, really want to focus on, our customers, and, and apart from partnering with them, reduce the cost, because this is what our customers need right now. But reduce the cost by doing the right thing, by just not lowering, your rates, but I think by doing the right thing, apply technology to it, right, etc. I think that's what we're doing, in terms of, staying relevant to them, right? And frankly, I think we're winning.
Absolutely, and it's definitely a testament to your leadership as well.
Oh, thank you.
Raj, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to having you back. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you, Christina.